Hey, what's up, guys? Jaquel Wimbush here, your host of Back to the Basics of Health and Wellness Podcast. On today's episode, we're going to be talking to my brother, Jamil, and his son, my nephew, Myles. And today we're going to talk about the top 3 destinations that we've been to that contribute to great health and wellness. Let's get into it. We travel not to escape life, but for life not to escape us.
Daddy, it's time to start your podcast.
What's up, guys? Jaquel Wimbush here, back at it on Back to the Basics of Health and Wellness Podcast. On today's show, I got Mr. Jamil Wimbush.
What up?
And I have Mr. Myles Wimbush Souls.
Yeah, it's your boy Myles Wimbush Souls on the track. My podcast coming out soon. It's called Groove. Stay with it. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Oh,
all right, so today we're going to talk about the top three destinations where you can go for some, what would we say, mental well-being, some
relaxation.
I think all you got to encompass all of that when you look at destinations. So, yeah, you got the mental, you got the health, and you got the spiritual.
Yep. Yeah, because, for me, I get a lot of spiritual and mental when I'm actually on the plane, as I'm up in the sky and traveling through the clouds. That's like one of the places where I get to relax for a minute. But then once we hit the ground at the destination, we
get busy.
We that's when the wellness and all the those good capabilities come to place. So what will be a place? Let's start with place number 1. Where will place number 1 be for you guys? What will be your number? I'll say let's start at number 3. I'm sorry, 3, 2, 1. Let's start at number 3. What will be number 3 on your list?
I think for me, this is Jamil. I think number 3 for me would be Tel Aviv, Israel.
Okay,
Just because it's a spiritual place. You got the birthplace of Jesus Christ, allegedly. And then you have all things in the Bible. You got all things in the Bible. Then you got fun in the sand. And you got the desert. Sand as in the beach, but then you got the desert with the mountains, and then you have some spiritual. You got spiritual holy sites that that you can go to and get some good energy from.
Cool.
I would also agree with Tel Aviv. More of a relaxation point when you lay in that water. And I mean lay.
The Mediterranean is salty as hell, but
you kick back and you look at that golden sunset. Man,
and it's like 83 degrees, 85 degrees.
That water's super warm.
Yeah. So a lot of people got a lot of misconceptions about going to Israel, travel to Israel. A lot of people might be scared and things like that. What was Israel like when you got there?
Well, for me, this is Jamil. This is for me. It's just because I've been to a lot of Middle Eastern countries, and I had a few stamps on my passport that are not cool to Israel.
Ow!
I got grilled by the Israeli forces. He saw me.
Yeah, I saw it. They had a cavity search him.
You don't lie. I got taken in the back, and they asked me why. No, they asked me why I was coming. Shut up. They asked me why I was coming, why I was here, what was my purpose, why I got those stamps on my passport, what was I doing there. Got the 5th degree, and my name is Muslim, so it was just a big quagmire. But we made it through. We got through, and it was cool. We actually had a dope ass hotel too.
Yes, sir.
Cool. I wasn't able to make that trip. I was working, so I didn't make that trip. Myles, what you said? Israel for you too, or yes, for number 3?
Yes, sir. Pretty much all the same reasons he said. Just relaxation, good vibes, good people watching.
Good people watching.
Great people.
The misconception of Israel is that it's like dangerous, but it's really safe. Got a lot of armed guards everywhere.
Yeah, I was about to say the most you're gonna see is probably the armed guards. Just because they got to do mandatory 2 years.
Yeah, but then you got girls in like two pieces. They playing beach volleyball in bikinis and thongs.
I guess this is for the mental wellness.
No, seriously. Yeah, but I'm just letting them know about the misconception of Israel.
Yeah.
It's a really dope place. A really dope place for nightlife. I mean, they smoke bud there. They got weed on the. You smelled it. Weed on the beach. You know, they on the beach till like 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, so just don't think going to Israel might be something. I can't do that, or I might not be treated well there.
Or it's too conservative. That's in Tel Aviv. That's quite the contrary. But when you go into,
Jerusalem.
Yeah, you go to Old Jerusalem, or what's it called? The actual country of Old Jerusalem, Palestine. When you go into Palestine, that's when things get a little bit more strict and conservative. But other than that, when you're in Tel Aviv, it's so chill. It's beach vibes. It's good food. I had the best salmon and lox there. Remember that breakfast? It was live. But I think good looking girls there too. A lot of good looking people there.
I'll say number 3 for me will be Rio, Brazil.
Yeah,
that would probably be my number 3, due to the fact that it was like, the food was good, but when I did go, I didn't really get into the cuisine that much. I was more into, because it was hot. So when it's naturally hot, people tend not to eat as much. So with that being said, we ate a lot of acai bowls and a lot of fruit, a lot of water, and another reason why it's number 3 for me is because the people were so with the misconception like y'all was talking about with Israel. Brazil has a misconception of it being dangerous, which it is, but if you do what you're supposed to do and mind your business and act like you're a part of the culture, then you really wouldn't, have no issues like that.
Walk around looking like food.
Yeah, looking like food to the hungry people that's ready to rob you. So don't do that. But the mental aspect was dope because you was able to see a lot of people happy, that you will think that that are poor, that don't have a lot of money, but I seen that they were happy, they were thriving, they had less, but they were very happy, and everybody had a smile on their face, and it didn't look like, depression was a big thing on people's mind there. So that would be my number 3. So let's get to number 2. What would number 2 be, Mil?
I think number 2 would be Kona, Hawaii, the island of Hawaii. Sorry, the island of Kona in Hawaii. Kona was really dope. They had a really nice resort called the Waikoloa. It's an amazing resort, but when you fly in, it looks like a volcano just erupted. So you see lava on the land, on the runway. You see lava everywhere, just lava everywhere, dried up lava, and so.
I'm about to say real lava?
Nah, it just looks like dried up lava everywhere. And Hawaii is just a naturally beautiful place. Just the mountains. You got the mountains. You got the beach. You have lush greenery. You have just the spirit of not aloha, but what's the word? That's the other word. Mahalo? Is it spirit of mahalo or spirit of aloha? It's just there. It's all there in Hawaii, and you feel a sense of peace and at ease. Everybody's fit. Everybody's eating good seafood, freshly caught of the day, and the vibes there is just, it's island vibes, so it's very laid back and tranquil.
Dope.
Son, what was your
Myles?
What was your take on Hawaii? Different island though. Oahu.
See, I don't remember too much, just because I was like, I was young, nonetheless.
You were like 10 or 12 maybe.
Yeah, I was pretty young, so I just remember like the time difference being a thing, but I would say my number 2 was Amsterdam. Now, when you hear Amsterdam, you're like, wow, that's like, hustle and bustle. It's not hustle and bustle. I mean, it is hustle and bustle. But I would say Amsterdam for the sole purpose of like, the sole purpose of the people watching. And you kind of get that sense of like, wow, okay, Everyone's riding their bikes here. People
Yeah.
are smoking weed in the cafe.
Yeah.
Like it's a culture shock.
Everybody looks fit.
Yeah.
They look good and they look fit. Not a lot of roly polies there.
Yeah, and they're
Everybody
nice
riding
too.
bikes.
Yeah, everybody's
nice.
walking
Everybody's riding
or
bikes.
doing some type of physical, something physical to move around.
Yeah.
Bike riding or walking.
So I
Yeah.
definitely recommend if you go to Amsterdam, rent a bike and ride around and just see the sights.
Yeah.
Great with health, great with fitness. Not so much with the weed.
Not so much with the food either. The
yeah,
food
food is a whole bunch of snacky food, but
yeah, it's weed. It's for munchies.
this one is not so much health, but health for the soul.
Yeah,
You know, so yeah.
Good people watching too.
physical health.
Definitely.
Yeah, good physical health. All
I
right.
mean, Belgium the same way. Good people watching, but not a great, not healthy for food wise, but
But you walk. It's a walking tour if you go to Belgium there. So
a lot of walking.
yeah.
Cool.
Definitely.
All right, and number 2 for me will be Chile.
Santiago?
Yeah, Santiago, Chile. Due to the fact that it was some good wine there. It was just the ambiance, the culture, the
mountains.
visuals. Yes, the mountains, everything about Chile. Santiago and what's the
Valparaiso.
Valparaiso, yeah, Valparaiso,
coast.
yeah, the coast of it, the art, So it was very eclectic. It had a lot to do there, a lot of visuals, a lot of tasting. It took care of mostly all your senses.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot of street art. A lot of the street art in Valparaiso was top notch. You got stair steps that look like piano keys. You had stair steps that look like just graffiti. You had, it was just if you follow
Very artsy.
If you follow Mr. Ladybug on Facebook, you'll see a lot of pictures of Valparaiso.
Ladybug Natural Solutions. Shameless
Plug.
And if you follow him, you'll check out his pictures, and you'll see a couple of pictures of us there flicking up next to a lot of murals that were just really, really dope. Actually, Valparaiso is one of the UNESCO World Heritage Sites, so if you ever find yourself in Santiago, definitely take a trip out to Valparaiso. It's a nice coastal city.
Nice.
And your number one?
Number 1.
One.
For me, it's hard. It's a tie. I have a tie for number 1. My number 1 it's between Geneva, Switzerland, and Banff, Canada, Alberta, Canada. Both mountain cities, both gorgeous views, humbling views. One of the Rocky Mountains, the other of the French Alps in Chamonix. You got old money in one city, and you have another city that's built on just skiing. It's not so much Banff. It's not so much. It's old money, but it's not. It's different. It's just the mountain. Something about mountains that are very, very, very humbling.
Absolutely.
It's the
I can
air
agree. Yes.
that's thin.
Just the staring at the mountains.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's like staring at a piece of art that you can always find something different every time you look at something different. So I think that those two places, when it comes to, they both have hot springs that are amazing. If you've ever been to a hot spring, check it out. It does wonders for your skin. You got the sulfur, all
The
that
potassium,
good shit.
chloride. Yeah, we just came from one. We was if in the States, go check out the one in Denver, Denver, Colorado.
Glenwood Hot Springs.
Glenwood Hot Springs. That's definitely a nice one to go visit.
For sure. So I think that, Myles is over here on.
Yeah, he done checked
She
out.
checked out. He was Snapchat.
I did not check out. I was waiting for my turn.
All right, number 1, son.
Now, we're going to get to a serious tip. So, I would say my number 1 travel destination that I feel like everybody, if given the chance, should go to is New Zealand.
That's a good one.
Now here's why.
Now I got a tie now.
No,
So go ahead.
now here's why. When I say the culture is amazing,
The Maori culture.
the Maori culture is amazing. If you're not familiar with the culture, it's similar to people of like Moana, South Pacific Islanders. The all black rugby team is based out of there. It's great vibes. Only downfall is a hole in the ozone layer, so it's pretty warm. And it's warmer than what it feels. I mean, it's warmer than what it says. But I remember this one time we were walking down the street.
Keep stepping in the mic, sir. Thank you, sir.
We were walking down the street, and it was these guys rapping on the corner, and it wasn't a big thing, but at the same time, it was like, yo, these dudes are out here living their life, chilling, rapping on the corner, and we actually got invited to the rap show, but we couldn't go because we were leaving that morning. But yeah, definitely New Zealand.
Yeah, I could also co-sign New Zealand. New Zealand was or is very synonymous to Australia, but with it's like San Francisco. It's like meshing London, San Francisco, and Australia, Sydney, meshing all of those three sites together because it's a very hilly city. It's the first stop. Auckland is the first stop to the South Island. Everybody stops in Auckland first. They chill, and then they go to the South Island, which is where I think a lot of the Lord of the Rings was filmed. All the glaciers, all of the real mountainous terrain is. But we had great wine, amazing burgers,
Great hiking trails too.
great hiking trails. We went to was it not Rangitoto? We hiked the extinct volcano. So it's a great outdoors. It's great for your health and wellness with just getting outdoors, getting grounded with nature, drinking good wine, being around good people, jovial people, not taking life too serious. The water, you have still the water aspects. This is an island, so the water aspect, so you can still go to the beaches.
Bring sunscreen.
A lot of
If you go, bring sunscreen. I got sunburn, and it was not fun.
And it was only 76 degrees or something like that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The hole in the ozone layer is real, people.
Ridiculous.
Global warming is a real thing.
It's real.
And if you're black, please still put sunscreen on. Cause I was that black dude. I was like, I'm black. I absorb the sun. I ain't putting no.
My melanin popping.
Yeah, I'm straight. No.
But the misconception is that the darker you are, the more the sunlight reflects off your skin. So, well, as far as melanin, when people say, "Oh, I don't need this because I have melanin," even though you're dark skinned, you still need sunscreen, folks.
That's a fact.
Yeah. So, and my number one is definitely a tie, and that's going to be a tie between the French Riviera, Monaco, and Australia.
Stunting.
Yeah, stunt. Yeah, Monaco was so dope, man. The French Riviera was so dope. The food was excellent. The people were amazing. The culture, just the sights, the riding around, the walking around Monaco.
What sites did you see?
I went to the casino. I went to actually
James Bond Casino.
Yeah, the James Bond Casino. Actually, what's the name was going on? The film festival was going on while I was there, so I got
Cannes.
Cannes was going on there.
Yeah.
So I got to witness that. It was a lot. It was just, it was a place where you go and say, you know what, I got to get my mind right, or I got to get my things in order.
I get my paper right.
I got to get my paper right because I'm living life wrong in the United States.
Right, and I think that's more importantly when you get up out of here, out of the States, when you don't go to Jamaica, the Caribbean,
or the islands. Yeah,
nothing against it. Those are the starter trips.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm starting on you, brokies.
Oh my god.
Brokies. Oh, Jamaica's always the Cayman Islands, Jamaica.
Yeah, go
Cozumel.
take that extra flight, man. It'll be worth you. It'll be
Sit
definitely
there
worth
8
your while.
hours
Yeah, it'll be worth your while.
Change your life because when you start traveling, man, it's school.
Mm-hmm. It's school, definitely.
And if you don't come back. If you come back the same, you did something wrong.
You didn't get your schooling, and you didn't participate in and see what was really going on in those places. And like the late Nipsey said, a long flight to get your mind right. So
it will, it will. And when you get there, it's humbling because then you got to step up to somebody. You got to be humble to somebody else's culture.
Mm-hmm.
Be respectful.
Mm-hmm.
Take in the natural sights that you don't see on a regular basis.
And I think the craziest thing is getting there and then being the only one not speaking the language.
Yeah.
Like you
Culture
just like,
shock.
yep,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you like, dang, okay, now I need the translator.
Yeah. Or you start, looking at your smartphone,
Yep.
and you're doing a translator, and when you go back to your hotel room at night, you start looking up different words that they're saying, their language, and try to figure out what does bathroom. So, all in all, when you're traveling to a different destination outside of the States, you're gonna get everything: culture, visuals, your smell, taste, hear, sight. All of that is going to take effect. Any last words, guys?
When you travel, respectfully, don't flick up for the gram. Leave that shit at home. Just really enjoy where you at. I used to do that bullshit and take pictures, but now I kind of like. I used to, go to the remote locations, take the pictures. It's almost like a stunt, but really and truly, leave that shit at home, because doing things for other people is sucker shit to me. To me, do whatever you want to do, however you need to get your followers or your views up. But I also think that these memories that you're creating with your family, or by yourself, or with your loved one, your significant other, I think that those experiences are very special, and it's more important sometimes to put the phone down. Or if you take a picture of what you're seeing, but don't be in a rush to post it on the gram or Facebook or whatever. But just really take some time and get some real R&R and unplug from the matrix and leave that shit where it is, and don't be concerned about what people are doing at home, but enjoy what you're doing where you at abroad.
Yeah, because you'll never know where you'll end up. You never know. You might go to Australia and say, you know what, I'm just gonna move here. That's things that go through your mind. Like, wow, the quality of life here is amazing. Right. I might just want to move here. And then you start looking around. I've talked to people in my travels that said that they picked up. They went to a location, they loved it, and they say, you know what, this is home. You feel it in your spirit that, wherever you go, that could be your potential home. So, keep that in mind as well, and just be open. Just be open to everything.
Right. My parting words, it's your boy M Wave signing off. Go get the new podcast coming out. We coming out with it soon. It's called Grooves. Let's get it.
Hey, what's your social media? So if people want to get in contact with you.
My Instagram is Myles MELES_11. My Snapchat is drop_so. Let's get it.
And I don't give a shit about social media, so I'm not on
Respectfully.
there. Respectfully, I don't give a shit about social media. I'm not on there. I'm trying to really unplug from the matrix and enjoy
Off the grid.
a lot of family time, and enjoy those wow moments, whether they be macro or micro. Just enjoy the wow moments that you have every day, as opposed to always trying to be plugged into what's going on or the new challenges. Fall back and be real present, man. Be present.
Be present in the moment.
Heck yeah. But protect your privacy. Protect your just protect yourself against the intrusion of social media.
And like
really.
Wu-Tang said, protect your neck. We signing now.
Peace. Have a good one, everybody. Talk to you guys soon. Hey, everybody. I'd like to thank you all for joining us on today's episode of Back to the Basics of Health and Wellness Podcast. It was fun. It was enjoying, and, got to, give you guys a glimpse of, some other places or destinations you may want to travel to look into that great health and wellness. I would like to give a big thank you and shout out to Ohio, to New Jersey, to Texas, to New York, to Philadelphia, to Los Angeles, for keeping this podcast going. You guys are great. I appreciate you all. Continue to subscribe to the podcast, like the podcast, podcast and tell a friend about the podcast, as we are here for you to keep you well at all times. Today's podcast is brought to you in part by Tourmaline Wellness. Tourmaline Wellness offers the highest quality vitamins and natural supplements. All of our products are produced in the U.S. at FDA-registered CGMP labs. To learn more, go on over to www.tourmalinewellness.com. Until next time, enjoy, be well, and continue to make a lifestyle change that lasts. Have a great one, everybody.